Hey guys, how you doing? Hello on Facebook and Instagram. Hey guys, thank you for joining me. As you start to join, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. Hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear. So as you start to join, say hi, let me know where you're watching from, and just let me know that the sound and the picture is coming through okay, especially on Facebook. Been having a few connectivity issues on Facebook recently, so do let me know that you can hear me and see me okay, guys, as I start to come through. As you start to come through, is everything good? Everything good? Hey guys, hello. You're joining me for the weekly live training that I do, and I'm going to be talking today about how to show up and sell during a crisis, okay? So, as you start to join, say hi. Almond Brunch, originally living in London but currently in quarantine in Cheshire. Hey guys, thank you for joining me. You're joining me, Kelly McHugh. I am the founder of Digital Yoga Academy. Hello, Francis. Laughter coaching. Love that. That sounds cool. Hey, Julie. Hey, Sharon from London. Am I coming through okay on Facebook? I've been having some connectivity issues on the old Facebook recently. Andrea from Berlin. Hey, Rebecca. Hey guys, thank you for joining me. So my name is Kelly. If you don't know me, I'm the founder of Digital Yoga Academy. I'm going to be talking today about how to show up and sell during a crisis. Okay, so that is the topic for today's session. Okay, and whether you've got an online yoga business, or maybe you've got an online course that you have, or perhaps you've got an online membership, or maybe you've had plans to develop one of these assets in the future, or perhaps you're even just starting out. Don't worry, okay, because I'm going to give you some guidance today on how you can keep moving forward. And here's the deal, like, we can't ignore what's happening in the world right now, okay? Things are changing, aren't they, by the second, by the minute, by the day. And what I want you to know is that you can still keep moving forward even when it feels uncertain. And in today's session, I'm going to show you how. Okay, we're going to talk about this and address this. So brilliant. Thanks to those of you who've let me know I'm coming through. Okay, that's brilliant. So question for you before we begin, I guess, is has the situation that we're in right now with coronavirus, do you feel like it stopped you or held you back or made you feel stuck in some way related to your business? Okay, so we're talking about your business here. Do you feel like it has held you back in any way, that it's made you feel stuck, or made you feel like you can't move forward with the plans that you already had in place? So let me know in the comments on Instagram and on Facebook if that feels like you. I want to know. Do share in the comments. So first of all, let's just talk about showing up, okay? So how do we show up during a crisis? And quite often we want to shy away, don't we? We want to say nothing, and perhaps that's because we don't really know what to say, okay? And what I want to remind you is that, it's really important right now that we have the right mindset. And when I talk about mindset, I'm not really going to share anything with you that you haven't heard before, okay? But I do want to just kind of slow down for a moment and really make sure that you hear me, okay, with what I'm going to say. So let's have a look at your comments. Oh, Julie, I love that. So Julie says, actually, it's helped me to move forward in a direction that I was looking to move in anyway. Yeah, quite often it can give you that energy, can't it, to just kind of propel yourself forward. And I've certainly felt that. But I had to really shift my mindset very quickly from a place of fear and like overwhelm and not knowing what to do to, okay, this is the way it is, and how can I see possibility and opportunity from it? So Almond Brunch personally did not hold me back because I switched online. I'm pleased Yeah, so my students and have some new ones. Brilliant, guys. This is amazing. Francis, the opposite, a rebirthing for me and my business. Yeah, people need laughter yoga. Exactly, they do more than ever. This is the important thing as well, not to lose our sense of humor, you know, and to see how we can bring joy into the everyday, you know, it's really important. But I'm sure for some of you, you know, you may have gone through that stage or perhaps find yourself going back. You know, sometimes we can feel ourselves taking a positive step forward, but then we get stuck with the fear and the overwhelm, especially when we're reading all the things in the news every day. And, you know, it can be very much a kind of up and down journey. And I think the number one thing here is to really believe, or to know that it's okay to feel all the feelings, right? I really believe that, you know, that everything you're feeling right now, whether it's negative or positive or something in between, you know, it's valid. You know, all of these kind of fears that come up when we're in a crisis, they're real, right? They're raw. So, you know, if you are saying, oh God, I'm uncertain about what to do in my business, or I'm frustrated, or, you know, I'm worried, whatever it is, it's valid. Okay. You might find also that it makes you feel like distracted, or like you're being kind of pulled in a million directions. And perhaps you might have felt that you're not kind of getting things done. But if that's you, I just want to encourage you that, you know, today is a new day, isn't it? Today's a new day. Next week is a new week, and you can start over at any time. Okay. You can start over if you get into action. Okay, and that's the point, isn't it? We need to get into action. So I'm not saying like, don't be scared, don't be worried. But I am saying that you cannot live there. Okay, if you are, you're choosing that, right? You're choosing to be stuck if you are stuck. So I want you to really make a different choice if you felt that way, if you felt distracted or kind of stuck this week. And the way to do that is to focus or choose three things that you're going to do or that you're going to get done in the next 7 days. Okay, so for those of you who have been feeling stuck and a bit overwhelmed, what are the three things that you're going to focus on, that you're going to get done in the next 7 days? And the three things that you choose, and some of you guys might have some ideas already, and if you do, then definitely share in the comments. But the three things that you choose are leading you towards the goals that you set for yourself, okay? Or the goals that maybe you've recently re-collaborated. So some of you guys have said, you know, it's helped me move into a different direction because of what's going on. So those three things are going to help you and move you forward to your goals, towards your goals. So whatever they are, they need to be the highest priority. Okay, no matter how like worried you are about getting these three things done, they need to be related to moving your business forward. Okay, so I'm talking about your business. Yeah, three things that will move you forwards in your business. So any thoughts, guys? Anybody want to share in the comments what may, you know, perhaps you know these three things already. Maybe you need to give yourself a little bit more thought on them. Oh, okay, hang on. I've missed all of these comments here on Facebook. Sharon, I've adjusted my expectations to be grateful to survive this period. Yeah, amazing. Was working on building more yoga classes to complement sports therapy. Your getting online helped me to do more. Julie says it gave her the kick up the bum that she needed. Yeah. Yes, Benjamin, yes. Benjamin says, honestly, it seems like it's creating an opportunity and really hone in on the right offering, to really hone in on the right offering and people to link up with and collaborate with. Exactly, that's brilliant. This is it. So it gives us time, doesn't it? It's actually given us the gift of time to really think about what we want to do with our business, where we want to take it, maybe want to take it in a new direction, and I'll come on to that. But what are those three things? Like if you have been feeling a bit flustered with it all, you know, and it's kind of keeping you a bit distracted and you're not getting you're not staying on top of things like you would be normally, um, then what are those three things? And do them in the next 7 days. And of course, you're going to do other things as well, but what are the three key things? Okay, so I'm giving you a little bit of a challenge there. The other thing I want to say here is it's important to look at your morning ritual. Okay, so in order to be able to show up properly during a crisis, in order to be able to, be visible on Instagram or Facebook and create your content that you want to share with your community, in order to be able to do these things in your business that are going to help move you forward, you need to really look at how you're setting yourself up for the day. And I really think meditation is super important right now, okay? Just getting quiet in your mind, and we all know this, right? We all know this. Meditation and journaling, so important, so valid right now. I mean, they are anyway, but do have a think about how, like, what you're doing and the time that you're spending in the morning when you wake up. Like, what are you going to be doing? And what are the things you would love to do, but you've never been able to do previously for, X, Y, and Z reasons. But now that we do have this gift of time, that you could perhaps add into your morning ritual, morning routine, because that's really going to set you up for the day, okay? So yeah, find that routine. That's going to really, really help you. But then also getting into action, which is what I've kind of talked about, but being really intentional about it. Okay, so what are those kind of weekly big three? That's where that comes into effect. So that's the first thing, guys, with your mindset, and to kind of modes and to quiet the mind from all of the stuff that's going on around us right now. But that is really going to be the most powerful way to enable you to continue to show up. And when I say show up, I mean show up and serve your community. Like, be in the places that, that your students, your ideal clients, your students are hanging out, being on these platforms, these amazing platforms that we have available to us. You still need to be showing up. So really have a think about that. And what I will also say here is that, you guys that are in my community, the Digital Yoga Academy community, like, you are entrepreneurial yoga teachers. So you've been working at growing your yoga businesses probably for some time, or maybe you're a new yoga teacher, but you're really driven and just really keen to get started. And then the coronavirus hit. Well, what I will say is, like, you didn't come this far working so hard only to stop when things get tough. Like, that is not you. So, we might be living in a bit of an uncertain world right now where we don't know what tomorrow looks like, but I'm not going to, let you stop only because things are getting tough, okay? So we're not hitting the pause button because we're worried about how we're going to make money right now, okay? So that's really how we need to show up, with the right mindset. And then, what about actually selling during a crisis? So this is the second part of my training with you guys today. Anyone feeling like nobody's going to buy right now? Anyone feeling like that? No one's going to buy right now? Or, it's inconsiderate to launch something and sell something right now. People will think that I'm capitalizing on the crisis. Any of this resonating? These things are false. These things are really are false. They're limiting beliefs that we tell ourselves. Okay. What you need to understand is that people are looking for and paying for valuable resources right now, i.e. yoga, to keep them sane and to help with their anxiety and to help make their life easier in this environment that we're in that's ever changing. Maybe you might feel like, perhaps you were planning to take your business online or launch something new in your business, but now you think, oh, now's not the right time. All of this is far from the truth. Another one that's cropping up quite a lot is that, perhaps you're thinking, how can I expect someone to pay for my yoga class when there's lots of free yoga available right now? Yeah? Anyone thinking that one? Has anyone thought that one? How can I expect people to pay? No one's going to pay for my yoga class. They can go, they just have to open their Instagram app and there's tons of free yoga. The thing is, there's always been free yoga. Yeah, it's always been there, hasn't it? It's always been there. There's been plenty on YouTube. Now we've got loads on Instagram and Facebook. But it's always been available. You know, more people than ever are also trying yoga for the first time. You know, everybody's at home. Everyone's at home. So this might be the time when someone's been considering trying yoga. And now they're like, actually, I've got all this time at home now. I've got the gift of time. I'm going to give that a go. And that's going to help me with my stress levels and so on. Or help me with, you know, dealing with the kids running around and having to try and homeschool them and everything else. I'm just far too stressed. I need something to ground me and bring me down. So this is an opportunity. You know, it's an opportunity. Tons more people are going to be trying yoga for the very first time. And do remember that most people want to practice with their teacher, don't they? Someone that they really resonate with, someone they have a connection with, and they want to be part of a community, okay? And that's really important right now. That's what we're really lacking right now, is community. And, you know, being at home, self-isolating, we're crying out for community, you know, hence the reason why we're doing all these Zoom parties with our friends at the weekend and going on House Party app. You know, we want to be in touch with people. So people want that connection and they want a teacher to resonate with. Okay, so that teacher could be you. Okay, so this is why you need to show up. You know, this is why you need to be visible. This is why you need to share your content so that people can resonate with you and choose you as the teacher they want to practice with. Okay, so what I'll say here is those of you who have been running in-person classes and you have a community, you should 100% be transitioning that existing community to your paid live streamed classes, okay? Where those students can now, you know, move into the online space with you. They can connect with students that they've been practicing with week after week, and they can pay you for it. You want to be transitioning them to a paid for class, okay? Bear with me 1 second, guys. I've been a bit unorganized here, I've got to say, sorry. I've not plugged in my phone. Un momento. 1 second. Give me 1 moment. So obviously when you're live streaming, you'll be way more organised than me. You'll have charged everything, checked everything. You won't be doing this halfway through. There we go. Okay, so you're on the other side now, guys. Okay, so your people want support is what I'm trying to say. They want support. They need support, okay? So if you're feeling like, you know, oh, it's insensitive, feels like I could be profiting from this, think again, you know, think again. Reframe that. Shift that mindset, okay? Shift it. Because, you know, maybe you might be thinking, well, should I be selling or should I not be selling? Yeah? And that can keep you stuck, can't it? You know, if you see everybody else doing all free yoga classes, you think, well, I'm going to have to do mine for free as well. And free yoga classes, of course, have their place. Of course they do, because you need free content to be able to pull people into your community. That's attractor content. You know, it's how you're going to pull people in, attract them. You know, maybe they're going to discover you for the first time through the class that you're offering, the free class. But you also want to be telling them, you know, I've got these Zoom classes that I'm running, and this is the benefit of joining this class with me. And, you know, also telling them about the free opt-ins that you've got, the opt-in freebies that they can get hold of, that they're going to give you their email address for. And suddenly you have an opportunity to now build a relationship with that person through their inbox. Okay, so when you lead with support, okay, and value, which you will do because you're here to support people and offer them value, then everybody wins, okay? So what I want you to do, if you're feeling like this right now, if you're feeling held back from actually selling, yeah, selling and putting paid classes out there, and you're relying right now on just all doing free classes, I want you to start listening. I want you to start listening to your community, yeah, your ideal students. Really understand what they need from you right now, okay? What do they really need from you right now? Is it one-to-one classes? Is it some virtual retreat setup? I've been doing that the last 7 days. We're on day 7 today. With 150 teachers have been in this 7-day virtual retreat, business retreat, okay, to learn how to take their classes online and build their community and fill the classes with paying students. Some of you that are in that with me are watching now. You could do something similar. You could set up a virtual retreat. What do people need right now? What are they crying out for? Is it more meditation? Is it more restorative classes that your students are looking for? What do they need? Is it shorter practices because they've got way too much going on at home? If they're a mum, and they've got their kids with them and they just can't fit this in. So listen to what people are telling you. Listen. And honestly, that's what you should be doing anyway in business, right? It's nothing new. You should always be listening to your community and then building products and services around that feedback and around that insight, okay? So the point here is to say that maybe you need to create some new offerings. Maybe you need to adapt your offerings, yeah? For the times, for what people need right now, okay? And you might find that your audience changes slightly, your community changes slightly. Now you're transitioning everything online, but there's really no, better time for you to be kind of tuning inwards to what is kind of true for you right now, yeah? And just have a think about this. Just have a think about how you can tap into that and understand what people need from you, okay? But also be aware of anything that comes up, any stories that you start to tell yourself. Like if you're feeling guilty about putting out a paid offering, like who is that serving? It's not serving anybody. If you don't put something out there because you feel guilty about it. Does this make sense? Does this make sense to you guys? I was in Bali last month, and when I got back, I was listening to you guys and what you needed. You were emailing me and messaging me, Kelly, when is the Profitable Yoga Teacher program opening back up? I need that program. And I listened to that, and it enabled me to adapt the existing program that was actually it wasn't open, but I was running an existing program with an existing group of teachers, and I was able to open up a fast track version of it to bring some new teachers into it. So that's what it could look like. How do you adapt and how do you change what you already have, or how do you create new things? So the new thing that I created was the 7-day retreat that we're on day 7 right now. So that all comes from listening. It comes from listening to your people and tapping into it. So if you aren't showing up, which was the first part of today's session, but if you're not showing up and you're not being there with your people, how can you listen to them? You can't. So really, work on your mindset, find that confidence to get yourself out there and to talk about this head on, guys. Don't allow the fact that you don't want to talk about coronavirus to stop you from getting out there into the trenches and showing up with your people. Like, they need you now more than ever. Okay. Okay. So, really just, understand that how you show up now, yeah, how you resource yourself now will determine how you fly or flop through this time in your business, okay? When we come out the other end of this, and we will, like how you're showing up now will determine what that looks like for you then, okay? So I know that I want to come out in a much better way when this is over, okay? So show up. Show up, because selling is not taking advantage of anyone. Okay, if the thing that you're selling is solving a problem for people, yeah, and it's providing a solution or a desired action outcome for someone. So you'd hear, you guys that follow me and are with me every week, you'll hear me talk about that a lot. But that outcome for your audience, what they want, if your class or online course or offering is providing a solution to that, that is, you know, that is serving. Yeah, you're reminding people, aren't you, how they can take care of themselves, how they can look after their mind, how they can look after their bodies, how they can look after their mindset, their health. You're helping them to improve the quality of their life. Yeah, so that's serving. Selling is serving. Yeah, when you stop selling the thing that your community actually needs, you're actually doing them a disservice. Okay, they're going to get more from you in a paid yoga class with a community that's, you know, connected, than they are in the free class. Okay, that quite frankly they're not motivated to turn up to. They're more motivated to turn up to a paid class than they are to a free yoga class. Okay, so your job is to sell the benefits of them to them. Yeah, sell them the benefits of joining you in your paid class. Okay, I'm going to leave that with you today. I'm going to let that sink in. Okay, a bit of a short and sweet one, but I am going live in my virtual business retreat in 30 minutes, so I need a little bit of downtime. But thank you guys for joining me. I'll go through the questions that came through in Facebook and come back to you guys. But thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up with me. And yeah, so if you have any questions, anything that comes to mind, do send me a DM if you're watching me on Instagram. I always love to hear from you guys. And on Facebook, if you're here in the group, send me questions in the group. That's what the group is for, community and connection, so that you feel supported. You guys aren't in the group, hop on over. It's called the Yoga Teacher Marketing Community. Just search it in Facebook. Okay, love you and leave you. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Thank you so much. See you all soon. Bye.